I hate to interrupt you while you're busy resisting, but I thought you might want to know that one of your operatives just got grabbed off the street and shoved into an unmarked van.
Bollocks.
Quite. Fortunately, I took a look through our ever-expanding enemies list and I think I've identified the culprit. Finding him should lead us to our missing operative.
I got this.
Okay, I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer.
Would someone find out what the hell is going on?
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing. By consent. This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing. By consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service. This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing. By consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert...
Don't come round here again.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing. By consent or by force for profit.
Sorry, mate.
You've arrived at Westminster Abbey, final resting place of noted cousin fucker King Edward I.
Oh, is that relevant, Bagley?
It is if you're his cousin. Anyway, have a seat. I'll notify Malik you've arrived.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who runs Zero Day, and I don't think I can beat her.
You don't have to. Just give me a name. Not asking.
All right. I'm trusting you with this. My analysis indicates that Zero Day is led by the current director of SIRS counter-terrorism, Emma Child. Legend has it she's the reason that Gorbachev survived the coup in '91, but more than that, she's my friend. She mentored me through my first field assignment years ago.
Well, I hope you said your goodbyes.
Wait. There's always a margin of error. If you go after Emma and I'm wrong, you'll have her and Zero Day to contend with. Confirm it's her before you do anything.
We'll be careful.
Be right. Or we'll both be dead.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIRS fucking counter-terrorism we're moving against.
We're not moving against anyone yet. Emma Child's safe until we know more.
Okay. I can live with that. So how do we find her?
Bagley, filter those SIRS dossiers we stole from Child's direct reports and get up on their comms. They'll lead us right to her.
Done.
Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS counter-terror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
Works for me. Let's do it.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability, and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as possible to get.
That is the old MI6 building, one of the most prominent intelligence organisations in the world. But now, thanks to SIRS taking over, the dark heart of every secret scheme and bloody coup in the whole of Europe. So, no huge difference, really.
I can handle this, he said, not really feeling it.
Bagley, don't scare him. You just have to find the central server room and connect us. We'll do the rest. You've got this.
Sierra 4-2, this is Control. An alarm has been activated near you. Survey the area. Over.
It's clear. I'll see what could have set off the alarm.
Area clear. Gonna keep
Searching the area. Nothing so far. Are you trying to piss me off?
Could be anywhere right now. Oh!
Fuck me, talk about armed and dangerous.
No.
That's the case file server there. Connect Bagley and we'll take care of it.
Acknowledged.
Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
Yeah, not falling for it, just tell me.
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
Done.
Holy shit. I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Nice. Now get out of there. We'll belt you when we've got something.
I need cover! Bloody hell.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organisation than a nest of randy wasps.
That was suspiciously fast.
Well, I may have sent everyone in Child's inner circle security footage of your little MI6 operation, just to speed things up a bit.
Is that safe?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask, punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence and driving through street cafes. Define safe.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. What do we do then?
A small group is meeting with Emma Child in a parking garage. They've switched off the CCTV cameras, but if you connect me to the building's CTOS hub, I can switch them back on, because I'm very clever.
That's the plan then.
You just want to silence a peaceful protest. There's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised. But we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private companies have guns. So how did it happen? What does it mean? How can we reverse it? And what's the price of justice? On Buccaneer, we can seal everyone's names for their votes. Here's
Still during the scan.
Still as a can, all right?
Scan.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Message received. Moving in.
This
Over.
is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing.
Negative. No
by
sign of
consent
target yet.
or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability, and
Control,
justice.
we're returning
They
to
weren't
HQ.
perfect, but
Over.
at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised.
Reminder, this is the parking garage where Emma Child is meeting with her inner circle. Malik has asked that you confirm she really is in charge of Zero Day before we do anything. So try and hack the camera system to see if we can get a look at that meeting.
What's this?
Protests are dangerous for civilians and have the potential to turn violent.
Let's find whoever's playing with the door. That's... You're not listening to me. More aggressive combat drone's normal for you guys. Oh, shit!
Combat mode engaged. Engaging target.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
That'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
It's too much of a coincidence. He slips away and our case server gets hit. Richard Malik is behind this.
I've got wetwork assets on standby, Mrs. Child.
Malik is dead the moment he surfaces.
What do you mean, the moment he surfaces? Are you telling me we have nothing?
Yes, ma'am. For lack of a better word, he's vanished. Hasn't been at work, hasn't been at home, hasn't bought anything with a card.
Of course he hasn't. He's not a moron. He knows our tools. We can't rely on filament. We have to use our fucking eyes and ears.
He may have left London. Perhaps he's hiding out in the country.
This is why all these excuses smell like horse shit.
We do have a supporting theory, Mum. We think Malik's been in contact with DedSec. It could be they're hiding him.
He's treating London like enemy territory. He's made contact with the local insurgency and got them working with him. So, here's what we're gonna do. Reallocate all resources to the DedSec file. If we shake that tree long enough, Malik's bound to fall out. Do your fucking jobs. Get out there and kill some terrorists.
Bagley, Malik, now.
He's not answering.
Fuck it. I'm going anyway.
Shit, you're right. Go. This might be our only chance.
Yeah? No, I entirely understand.
Emma Child just opened a secure optic link to the Home Secretary. If you really want to clear your names for the bombings, this may be your chance to gather the evidence. Get close to the car and I can hack in, plugging you into Emma Child's comm. Try to drive casually.
This is Director Child coding in. Kilo Alpha Kilo 711.
Code and voice print confirmed. You're on a secure line to the Home Office, Director.
Hold on, Mr. Secretary. I seem to have a communications anomaly. Probably nothing, but let's switch channels.
I'll see if I can get them back.
We're reallocating resources to the DedSec file. Mr. Secretary, I wanted to bring this up directly because of the recent incident with your liaison to the service.
Oh. Oh, God. You think that was DedSec? I thought we'd chalk that up to your problem child, that, Malik, was it?
Yes. That's the sensitive bit, Mr. Secretary. There's new evidence that suggests Malik may be working with DedSec.
For fuck's sake, Emma, this is a disaster.
It's under control. Shit, sorry, Tom, but we have to switch channels again. One moment.
Oh, it seems this conspiracy goes all the way to the top. Or close to it, anyway. Stay nearby, we've almost got it.
So how did it happen? What does it mean? How can we reverse it? And what's the price of justice? On Buccaneer, we conceal everyone's full names for their own safety. Here's Helen, who investigated policing, civil rights and justice in pre-crisis Britain.
One of the kind of classic hallmarks of a fascist leader is having their own private army or police force. You know, it is in a democracy, the state tends to have a monopoly on violence, and that's not what happens when a state fails. You know, you end up with people running their own private militias, and we've seen this all over the world. You know, every kind of great dictator in history has had basically their own jackbooted set of guys that they can send in to rough up people who annoy them. And that's the danger of a force like Albion, you know.
And just how exactly is any of this under control, Emma?
Because one of them is currently hacking into my car's comm. That's where those anomalies are coming from.
You sound suspiciously calm about that.
This isn't my first day, Tom. I'm not in the car. It's a decoy. But it does have an active beacon that's calling Albion down right on top of them as we speak. I'll have one of them in custody within an hour.
That was me disconnecting this time. You had better run.
In a situation where normal peacetime checks and balances are suspended, and that's really
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Is policing ever politically neutral? We spoke to academic Alfie, all names on the down low.
I'm terminating the search.
About the politics of law and order.
I think it's...
I have Malik for you.
I'm going underground. I can't risk direct contact anymore.
Hang the fuck on, did you hear her? She's trying to kill you. She's leading 0 Day, don't be stupid.
I did hear her. She knows I'm working with you, which means she's closer than I thought. I'm sorry, but we're out of time. Goodbye.